2011 Super Air Nautique 230 Team Edition. Sitting on a Boatmate tandem axle trailer with swing-away tongue, spare tire, LED lights, transom tie downs, and prop guard rollers. Walk around the exterior and then we'll jump on the interior and take a look at the features. It's not hard to miss the color scheme on this one, but we have a victory red hull, main stripe, and upper accent stripe with the silver metallic, which we'll get up on, bottom accent stripe. The boat is in fantastic condition. We'll show that that is silver metallic. Boat's in fantastic condition. It was our Hyperlight Reps boat, and then we have had it in twice since then. Both owners going to out of this into another Nautique, and absolutely love this boat. So it's been well maintained. It's always been serviced here at N3 Boatworks, and so we've, even when it was our Hyperlight Reps boat, we had our hands on it. Little stuff. It's I think it's a 460-hour boat. We'll look at it when we get to the link screen, but you got the Chromax right there. Get really picky on this. Nothing really there. Get below the S, you can see this slight scratch. You can kind of hear it. Nothing really there though. Biggest thing you'll see on the tower on the exterior, what we have are these little rock chips from going down the highway. They have been filled in with a little red marker or something, just to make them not completely stand out. A little wax buildup, or wax right there. Super Air Nautique black drip mold with the Griffin decal. We've got the polished header on the windshield, the premium oversized mirror. Pair of spinner board racks, 4 tower speakers, the bimini, docking lights. There's our spare tire. There's your docking lights right there and right there, and then that's a good photo right there. Got a little rash right here on the nose. These are a little bit thicker. It's kind of through the top layer. You can kind of hear it. It is in the silver metallic. It's very hard to see. And then just a little love right there. Probably docked it too hard. Somebody probably docked it too hard. Give it a little bit of a bump in the bump rail or in the rub rail. So that guy's doing his job. Port side, great condition. Come down here. I think this might be, yeah, that's wax. So I mean, in really good condition. Really clean. Exteriors, you know, you're not finding all the dock dings and all that kind of stuff. Really pick it apart, like that guy right there. See if I can focus in on that. I mean, same thing up here, just not painted in. Got that one right there. Sorry, I'm looking outside the screen. Hard to follow. 1, 2, 3 little nicks right there. The one above it's painted in. But road, get some probably rocks flinging up on it, hitting it down the highway. Cannot say this is gonna be my best video yet, but you got one right there, one right there. A little nick right there in the trailer. So just some love that you get over the years. That's all just wax. that's just wax right there. So it's awesome, in fantastic condition. Like I said, I think we've got 400 some odd hours to it. You come to the transom, this is where you get a little bit more of the wear and tear, just because you got wakeboards and everything on the back side. But right here you got a little bit, right here you got a little bit deeper. Your fingernail can actually kind of get into that one just a tad. You can hear it. But I mean, it's nothing atypical about the transom of a boat. Platform's in pretty good condition, not rubbed down too hard. Sea deck, this is kind of the life of a sea deck on the platform. You get fins and stuff like that in there. Doesn't hurt it any. Still has life to it. So when you stand on it, it still is very comfortable. Still has grip to it. Top is it doesn't have the grooves in it like brand new sea deck would. Like you may find, like in this, I don't know if you can even see that. You can kind of see the fine grains in it. This being the original, it's worn down, but the grippiness to it, the soft pad, the fact that your non-slip is still there. Does have freshwater flush out. It has never been in salt water, but still has this flush out system. It's actually really nice to have for winterizing the boat. You can plug a hose right up there and suck your antifreeze through. So it's a really nice option. Little bit of cracking right here. Superficial things. It's not through. It's not like this bar is not gonna pop out on me. I know you can't really tell, but I am pulling on it. It's solid. It's just superficial. In fact, I'll pull myself up from this side. I don't know why I went to that other side, but I'll pull myself up, pop my shoes off. Got the pop-up ski pylon. It's really nice. Tie off your tubers there, if that's what you do. Pull your skiers from there as well. Slalom skiers that really can cut hard. You gotta notice through the boat, we have some of these. I'll point them all out whenever I see them. Got a little spider cracking right there, or a little, not even a stress crack, but basically a little superficial spider cracking right there. Just from wear and tear. Get that to focus. Got little nicks and chips right here back in the back. Kind of give you an idea where that is. That's the back, the port side sun pad filler cushion, or the sun pad. Got just the visual piece right there. Got a little cracking right there in that crease. Come to the starboard side. Got a little guy right there. Another little cluster right here. And that's fine. What you'll notice going through the boat, we do have the sea deck all the way through it. You will see a little bit of color change in the brown. This was one of the first boats, one of our first V drives to have sea deck in it, and so early on they had a different color, and over the time when pieces were replaced, it was a different brown. You can kind of tell that this is a lighter brown, that's a darker brown. Nothing we can really do about that. You could go back and strip all the sea deck out of it and replace it with all brand spanking new sea deck, but or just run the way it is. You got your full-size cover right there. You'll see on this side we have the bag. It is an 1,100-pound bag, I believe. Yeah, it is a 1,100-pound bag. The same thing on the other side. We've taken out the hard tanks and plumbed in the 1100s in the rear. Gives a nice big surf wake, a huge wakeboarding wake. It's just a fantastic system. Some of the things you also might notice, Below that, little black. That's right there. We just had this freshly detailed, so that kind of stuff is in that red vinyl. I'll show it again over here, just a little bit. This is the port side. I'll back out so you can see. It's very, I can't get that to focus very well, but you got a little bit of black. I kind of, not real sure why that does that to the red, but not incredibly noticeable, but it is there. And then we are running the PCM ZR450, and that is the high output 6 liter, 450 horsepower. Service has been done. It's completely ready to go for next 50 hours of use for your oil change, and then your impeller and all that kind of stuff's ready to go for another 100 hours. Battery selector switch. Let's toggle down to the 1+2 right now, which means both batteries. Left is 1, right is 2, so you can go individually or flip it up to 0 and turn them all off. On the back side of your seat here, might be a little difficult to see in the video, but a little bit of yellowing just from time or from use. Probably had a little bit of water sitting, if I were to guess, between that right there. So you got a little bit of yellowing right there, and then probably that sitting against that, just not letting it breathe. And then the same thing here with that flip up pad. Man, focus. Whew, that was rough for this thing. You can see the yellow there on the seat all the way through here. This is pretty much spent in its entire life down like this, which doesn't leave it much room to breathe underneath there. And I'm sure that's where we got a little bit of the yellowing on that white vinyl. Seats go back in. There's one battery. Flip up this side, there's your second battery. Board racks. There's a little bit up and down in it. It's just the system that it is in 2011. This whole system, every one of them is pretty much the same. Gets a little loose in here when you have boards on it. It gets nice and tight by itself. You can see there's just a little bit up and down. It's the same thing on the starboard side. Like I said, very typical of this board rack system. Still very simple to operate. Pop it up. I have to use a little bit of forearm action there. It's just got the little clip underneath, just like the brand new boats. Flip that up, and that flips in. It goes out, and it locks it down. These right here, this one, and this one, are your spinner speakers. Those are brand new. You do have the horn drivers. I say spinner speakers because they actually rotate down inside the rotating speakers. You can go all the way forward, all the way around. So everybody, wherever you want to put music, you can. You also have the bimini, like I said, on the walk around. That folds forward, up over the top, and projects out this way. Got a nice little ding in the red up here. You can see here we have the bench that's optioned on this. That can be removed, so that's all wide open walking through here. When you take that out, you're either going to probably leave it in your truck, or you're going to or on the dock or whatever. If you're out and you don't want it, you can throw it back in one of these back sections and it fits nicely. Some storage goes up that port side underneath the seat right there. Nice open storage. Underneath your starboard bench behind the driver's seat, there is your cooler. It is removable. Move up here to the front. We put this on here. This is brand new. This is an extension arm which gets the mirror up taller, so it's a little bit nicer for the driver. We just added that on. Sitting in the driver's seat, we have the link screen. You can see here that we have 426 hours. Keypad. Alright, so we have all the basically the accessories. You got your belly port, starboard ballast, underwater lights if you have it, heater defroster, everything that you can switch on, accessories, your courtesy lights, your keyless ignition to start the boat, start, stop, your horn. Start following back, we have hydrogate, and then you have your throttle, all very accessible and easy to get to. You have four speakers behind in the cockpit area. One right there, one right there, one right there, and then one next to the driver. And then right behind the driver's seat, you have your 10-inch sub. Kind of following along with this, talking about the sea deck earlier. You have a dark sea deck here, a little bit lighter piece right here. So darker, lighter. Back, these two are basically the same. This one we actually had to get replaced, and you can kind of see that it's a lighter color than this one right here, but it is the best we could do. Then we've got two bow speakers right here, one on the port side and then one on the starboard side, and this one actually gets replaced. The little plastic pieces in here got broken off and they got glued, so we have a replacement for that. We just need to get it on. A little bit of dirt right there that I need to get off of there, but vinyl's in great condition. You don't have any rips or tears. Most we have is maybe a little bit of discoloring that you can kind of see right there, like I had in the back. But I mean, all in all, the boat's put together, ready to go. Just 460 hours. So give Michael a call at N3 Boatworks if you have questions. 317-845-9253. You can also email me, Michael at n3boatworks.com.